Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bioshock on Nyxus Gaming. We are here in Rapture for another Nyxus guide, and today we are going to be going over all of the plasmids and gene tonics that you can buy and find in the game. We're going to be doing these in the order that I find best to discover them all. And whenever we get to a gene garden that sells you a whole bunch, I'll be putting up a list of all the ones you can buy there as well. But starting off, the very first one you're going to find in the game, really obvious, the game requires you to get it. It's during the tutorial level, almost immediately as you get into the game. You'll get to this room, and you'll just go around and up these stairs, and sitting here in the Gatherer's Garden is Electro Bolts. Once you're here in the Medical Pavilion level, your next story-related plasmid, you're going to have to get from the Eternal Flame here, but make sure on your way in, you take a little route around to this side, because if you go ahead and throw this body in the furnace and wait a few seconds, it comes out with a shiny new gene tonic, the Hacker's Delight. With Hacker's Delight, your body converts the altered current from a hacked machine into a powerful healing agent. Hack and heal. And of course, from there you can go up the stairs to get your actual Incinerate Plasmid. You'll have a friend there guarding it, but you can crouch under here and get it right here. Incineration, when it absolutely positively has to erupt in flames. Don't wait, incinerate. With that new Incinerate Plasmid just next to the Eternal Flame, you'll see the Twilight Fields Funeral Homes. Go ahead and melt that heist. Head on in, and somewhere in here, that is straight ahead, you'll go into this room and head right around the flooded section, and you'll see your next gene tonic sitting on the cabinet here. This is Security Expert, a new offering in the Hack Smart line. Security Expert was designed for the hacker, specializing in disabling electronic security measures. You won't be secure without Security Expert. Heading into the dental area of the pavilion, once again, you'll need Incinerate to melt the ice that is here blocking it, but you're going to take a left into the cure-all. You'll see the wrench jockey behind this door, but it won't open. All you got to do is just come around into this room, break open this vent, remember how to crouch, and walk on through and grab it. Wrench Jockey bulks up your upper body, allowing you to wield club-like weapons with unprecedented skill and power. Further into the dental area, you're going to locate the Painless Dental Surgery Clinic, but the door will not open. So all you got to do is just come around to the side and crouch through the window here. There's going to be a lovely rocket turret here that will break open the window for you. That door will open with that button, but further in here, after a little freeze, you weren't there before, you will find what you're looking for here on the desk. Speedy Hacker. But wait, something's not right. Oh, hi there. Speedy Hacker. The most popular of the Hack Smart line, Speedy Hacker buys you the time you need to hack any electronic device. Time is on your side with Speedy Hacker. Next door to Painless Dental, you will be locating your third story-required plasmid here in Dandy Dental. Go ahead and head on through the doors, and you will find it here in another Gatherer's Garden. This is Telekinesis. Pick up big stuff with your mind. Throw them at your enemies. What else do you need to know? And finally, don't forget, as you're walking to Steinman's Surgery Center, just take a look in this puddle here and you will find Static Discharge. Ryan Industries introduces the latest in wartime deterrent genetics. Static Discharge makes you a walking Tesla coil, zapping anything and everything foolish enough to strike you. Feel safe, be safe with Static Discharge. At the end of the medical pavilion level, you're going to come across your first little sister that you can harvest or rescue. Tenenbaum's going to throw a tonic or a plasmid or something down to you. It's never really explained what it is in-game, but I guess that is a tonic and plasmid that you can obtain in the game, so I'm telling you about it. But a few other things, there are some tonics that you can only get by rescuing the little sisters. So keep that in mind. If you're going for a 100% playthrough, getting as much as you can, you're going to want to rescue these little girls. Also, after that encounter, you're going to get access to your first Gatherer's Garden that you can actually buy stuff from. Now, there's not a huge selection here. All you're going to be able to buy at first is Enrage. Developed for use in today's uncertain environment, Enrage will make your victim forget what side he's on and attack anyone nearby. Just make sure anyone isn't you. You can also get Armored Shell. Useful in any hazardous situation, Armored Shell offers fantastic protection against life's bumps and bruises. Don't be a softie. Use Armored Shell now. And finally, you can get Eve Link. Get more out of your first aid kits with Eve Link. This revolutionary new gene tonic causes your body to produce Eve whenever you use first aid kits. And then, of course, you can get a health and an Eve upgrade. Those aren't really plasmids and tonics, so I'm not going to feel the need to mention those, but they are things that you can get from these Gatherer's Gardens. That concludes everything you can get here in the Medical Pavilion. So let's move on to the next level, shall we? When you get to Neptune's Bounty, your first tonic is going to be found immediately in this lower wharf area. Be wary, there will be a Big Daddy wandering around, and there will also be a turret not only under there as you drop, but also straight dead ahead of you under there. But the tonic can be found in the middle of the room, Medical Experts. With Medical Expert, your first aid kits will go farther, healing sickness and injury at a rate you're sure to find astonishing. Don't use a first aid kit without your best friend, Medical Expert. Heading on over to Fontaine Fisheries, from there you will come across your first Gatherer's Garden, and I think your only Gatherer's Garden for this level. Some of them have two, I'm pretty sure this is the only one. And if you have saved both of the little sisters from the previous level and one from this level, which, as I said before, you will pass a Big Daddy, so you have the perfect opportunity to, you will get a gift from Tenenbaum and the little sisters, and this includes Hypnotize Big Daddy. Need a bodyguard in a pinch? Our new Hypnotize Plasmid will fool a Big Daddy into protecting you as if you were its own little sister. And then, of course, you can take a look into the Gatherer's Garden itself. We have a bunch of new stuff we can buy here, including Sonic Boom. When just yelling, "Get back," isn't working, it's nice to have some repelling force to back up your request. Sonic Boom, when push comes to shove. Target Dummy. Enemies on your back, distract their attention with a helpful decoy. They take the heat, so you don't have to. Winter Blast. Don't get caught without this powerful self-defense tool at the ready. Give your foes the cold shoulder with Winter Blast. Extra Nutrition. Extra Nutrition boosts your body's natural ability to turn food into renewed vitality. And finally, the Machine Buster. In today's automated environment, you may find yourself up against hostiles not made of flesh and blood. Machine Buster gives you the edge you've been looking for against metal-plated antagonists. And then, of course, you get another health and Eve upgrade, and along with that, you can get an extra Plasmid slot to put a new Plasmid in your hotbar. You actually get 2 Plasmid slots, only one shows up at a time. The next one can be found just after obtaining the research camera in the interrogation room there. You'll come this way and this area will explode, revealing a new path, and just before you drop down you can see it sitting on a ledge, Security Bullseye. Are those pesky security cameras getting you down? Simply tag your enemies with our photoelectric insects, and these cameras and turrets become your best friend. Splice security bullseye today. In the Fighting McDonough Tavern and in whatever you call this place, if you go upstairs, you will find room 7 here locked away by a code. You can find the code on an audio diary that you'll find in the upper wharf area. But if you're too lazy to do that, the code is 7533, and once you go in, you'll come on in. There's going to be a painting on this wall. You can't knock it down. In order to get it to fall, you're going to have to listen to the audio diary that is on this mattress right here. After the audio diary is done playing, the painting falls and reveals shorten alarms. What sound is more ominous than a yammering security alarm? With shorten alarms spliced, your personal EM signature becomes altered to interact uniquely with alarm sensors, shortening the period until you'll be free and clear. And on your way back to Fontaine Fisheries again, you may notice something different. This plasmid does not This gene tonic does not appear here until after you've gotten the 3 pictures of the spider splicers. This is Wrench Lurker. When fighting those stronger or faster than yourself, you'll need every advantage possible in a scrum. Wrench Lurker allows you to make the most of your opportunities when your antagonist is caught off guard. Once you have shown Peach the 3 pictures of the spider splicers, he lets you in through this door. And make sure you have Incinerate ready for this part because you're going to need to melt the ice in order to get Focused Hacker. Another favorite in the Hack Smart line of gene tonics. Focused Hacker defuses overload traps in secure systems. Fewer fried circuits guaranteed or your money back. Once you're in Arcadia, you will come across a new Gatherer's Garden here. And once again, if you have rescued all the little sisters in the previous levels, when you rescue one here, you will get access to another gift, this time with Safecracker. One of HackSmart's more popular offerings, Safecracker lets you into places that they want to keep you out of. Splice it now and get hacking. Now let's see what's in the Gatherer's Garden. You get another Plasmid slot. You get a physical tonic slot. You get another physical tonic slot, an engineering tonic slot, another engineering tonic slot, a combat tonic slot. You get a lot of slots. And then you get the, of course, health and Eve upgrade. But the important stuff, you get Electro Bolt 2, your first upgraded plasmid. Replaced Electro Bolt with Electro Bolt 2. Cyclone Trap. Teach your enemies a lesson they'll never forget with Cyclone Trap from Ryan Industries. Ryan Industries is not liable for damage done to ceiling fans, chandeliers, or other ceiling fixtures. Human Inferno. The hottest plasmid in Rapture. Eve Saver. In today's genetic wonderland, you probably feel like there's never enough Eve at hand. With Eve Saver, your Eve will go farther than ever before. And Vending Expert. With the Vending Expert plasmid altering your EM signature, you can fool the pricing circuits at any vending machine. Known to our customers as Circus Maximus, Vending Expert will pay for itself in no time. Your first findable tonic here is going to be pretty easy to find. Julie Langford is going to send you immediately into the Waterfall Grotto to get a specimen of Rosa Gallica, and as you open the doors, you'll find these guys standing around the Security Evasion tonic. Has a rival faction set up security cameras and turrets where you need to go? Security Evasion adjusts the thermal signature of your epidermal layer, confusing cameras and turrets and delaying their response. Once you do get that Rosa Gallica and you bring it back to her, she will allow you into her research laboratory, and immediately on her desk is the Hacking Expert tonic. The original HackSmart Gene tonic. Hacking Expert defuses alarms and helps avoid overloads. It's the must-have plasmid of the HackSmart line. After you've dealt with Julie Langford, or I should say after Andrew Ryan has dealt with her, you will be sent to the Farmer's Market, an entirely new level that's really small. You'll go here and then you'll end up going back to Arcadia for a couple more things. But when you enter the Farmer's Market from that door there, you're going to want to turn right, head down these stairs, and you will find Eve Link 2. Get more Eve with every first aid kit by using the new Eve Link 2. The only other tonic you're going to find here in the Farmer's Market is going to be in the basement of the winery. As you're going downstairs, if you look to the right, you'll see this opening, and this will lead you straight to it on the ground here, Photographer's Eye. Every research photographer wants an edge, and Photographer's Eye is yours. Once you've spliced this invaluable gene tonic, you'll get the picture. There is, of course, a Gatherer's Garden located here in the Farmer's Market as well. It is just inside the apiary to your left as you enter. And from here, you can buy another Plasmid slot, the final one, a physical tonic slot, another physical tonic slot to make the final one of those, an engineering tonic slot, another one of those to make the final engineering slot, and I'm guessing 2 combat tonic slots to fill out all of your slots for equipping these things. And other than that, you only get 1 plasmid, the Insect Swarm. Nothing clears a room like swarms of stinging hornets. Warning, not recommended for users with allergies. When you arrive in Fort Frolic and have to deal with Sander Cohen, the first place he's going to have you go is the Fleet Hall, but your Gatherer's Garden is actually available immediately in this level. If you head to the right, you can find it right here. You get your annual health and Eve upgrades, but then you can upgrade so many of your plasmids here. You get Insect Swarm 2, replaces Insect Swarm. Sonic Boom 2. Sonic Boom not strong enough to push people around anymore? Try our new version with even more boom, Sonic Boom 2, when you need that extra push. Winter Blast 2. You know, it's occurring to me, I'm not getting the description on these. It's just saying they're replaced, and that's because I have them equipped, so you're missing out on some of those descriptions. Oh well, you also get Hacking Expert 2, Incinerate 2, and Winter Blast 2. When Hacking Expert alone isn't enough, you need Hacking Expert 2. From Hack Smart, only the best in hacking gene tonics. So yeah, a lot of good upgrades from this Gatherer's Garden here. Your first findable tonic here is going to be in the Fleet Hall Theater once you deal with Fitzpatrick there. If you look to your left, you can see it on the balcony there. And in order to get it, you can follow this hallway all the way around, but the door doesn't open to it. So you're going to have to come into the balcony next to it, hop onto this rail, and hop across to get Alarm Expert. A staple in the Hack Smart line of gene tonics, Alarm Expert uses your body's electrochemical composition to diffuse circuitry alarms in secure systems. Try it today. The next plasmid, I think, is the first plasmid or tonic. It's actually a tonic. It's the first one in the game that you will find on the body of another person that you have to kill. This is Martin Finnegan. You'll find him in the frozen tunnels between the Poseidon Plaza and the Atrium. And you're going to have to take a picture of him for Sander Cohen. But if you search his body, you can get the Frozen Field tonic. Leave your foes out in the cold with Frozen Field. You can get another tonic by going downstairs here in the Poseidon Plaza area. This is normally blocked. The way you get it to unlock is kind of weird, honestly. You have to go into Sinclair Spirits, and you have to look behind this counter and press this button. But that doesn't unlock that. That unlocks this door here, which will lead to a Power to the People machine. And for some reason, activating that Power to the People machine will then open the downstairs here. So just kind of a weird thing into a very weird and strange room. But at the end of it, you get extra nutrition too. Make your food even healthier with new extra nutrition too. It's worth noting that the first Big Daddy and Little Sister I found for this level was in the Poseidon Plaza after I had already found the Gatherer's Garden. But once again, if you have gotten all the Little Sisters rescued from the previous levels, you just have to rescue one here and you're gonna get another gift, this time with Hypnotize Big Daddy 2. Once you have given Sander Cohen all of the pictures he wants in this level for his masterpiece, he will walk back here and unlock one of these two for you. Don't worry about this one. If you leave him alive here, you'll have a chance to get into this one, his Muse box, later, but there's really nothing too important in there. There's no Plasmids, Tonics, weapons, anything, not even an audio diary, just some ammo and supplies for you. What's really important is what he does unlock for you, and that's this one. It gives you Medical Expert 2. With new Medical Expert 2, first aid kits heal you more than ever. Once you've completed his masterpiece, the quad tick, you'll also have access to a new area here in the Fleet Theater. Instead of going to the theater itself, you're going to want to hang right and go upstairs here into this room. Don't worry about this bit here, but if you turn around, you'll now be able to access this room that you couldn't get into before. And somewhere in here... Oh, it is in here. I am just blind. It's on the shelf, Electric Flesh. Supercharge your body with electric flesh, the ultimate in electricity enhancements. Insulate yourself from harm with new EF. Here in Hephaestus, we have even more to find, of course. Our first one is going to be near the office of Andrew Ryan from his trophy room here. You're going to want to go to the right into this flooded room, and you will find Frozen Field 2. Don't let yourself be frozen out. Get Frozen Field 2 today. Your Gatherer's Garden here can be located in the kind of central core area that's just a big circle going up and down. It's worth noting that you can get another gift here in this level if you've saved all the previous sisters and you rescue one here. But there are no new Plasmids or Tonics in this one. So all that is just some extra atom for you to spend here. And you can spend that on yet another Health and Eve upgrade, Cyclone Trap 2, Electro Bolt 3, your first level 3 Plasmid, Vending Expert 2, Corporate conspiracies let the important people negotiate better prices for themselves at all of our vending machines. Is that fair? You know it isn't. Get a taste of how the better half lives with Vending Expert 2. And finally, Wrench Lurker 2. Only a fool fights fair. When you want to take them down from behind, be smart. Use Wrench Lurker 2. Your next tonic can be found in Heat Loss Monitoring, right next to a story-related audio diary that you have to pick up, so it's pretty hard to miss. It is Security Evasion 2. Why let them know where you've been lately? The latest version of Security Evasion lets you bypass any security camera or turret with ease. Next to more story-related stuff, you'll find this tonic in the lower workshops where you find the EMP bomb casing and the required audio diary on how to assemble it. This is Damage Research. Get more bang for your research buck with Damage Research. Carry your analysis further than you ever thought possible. Most of the tonics that you find laying around in this level are really hard to miss. This one is literally on the pathway leading to where you put the EMP bomb, just sitting in this guy's lap here. Shorten Alarms 2. Are frequent security alarms driving you deaf? Reduce the pain with new improved Shorten Alarms 2. Olympus Heights is the next level where we will be able to pick up some tonics and plasmids. The Gatherer's Garden is located pretty early on, just outside the central bistro. And of course, if you have rescued every little sister up to this point, once you rescue the first one here, you will get a gift, this time including Armored Shell 2. When the bullets and blows are blasting away, you need all the protection you can get. Armored Shell 2 provides more protection than our competitor. And of course, you get some Atom to spend at the Gatherer's Garden, yet another Health and Eve upgrade, but quite a few level 3 Plasmids for you. You got Winter Blast 3, Insect Swarm 3, and Incinerate 3. You also get Machine Buster 2. Machines are getting redesigned every day. If you want to be able to beat them, you'll need to redesign your own genes. Machine Buster 2 lets you put those bots back in their place. And finally, Speedy Hacker 2. In our ever-accelerating world of progress, it's hard to find time to stop and think. But now you can buy yourself that time with new Speedy Hacker 2, only from HackSmart. While you are searching for your cure here in Olympus Heights, you will head into the apartment of Yi Suchong, and you'll see that it's pretty flooded, but you'll be able to find a tonic right next to yet another story-related audio diary. Something tells me they don't want you to miss these tonics. This is Clever Inventor. You invent stations truly are a marvel of modern engineering, and now you'll need fewer raw materials to make what you need. It's not witchcraft, it's Clever Inventor. And the other tonic you're gonna find here is in the apartment of Frank Fontaine himself, yet again next to a really important story item. This one is next to lot 192 that you gotta pick up, and it is Electric Flesh 2. When we said Electric Flesh was the ultimate in electricity enhancements, we turned out to be premature. New Electric Flesh 2 is even better. Be the shocker, not the shock-e, with Electric Flesh 2. In the next level, Apollo Square, you're going to work your way to Dr. Yi Suchong's free clinic here, where you're going to find another lot 192, which is going to be to the left that way. But you can turn right, head into this lovely room here, and pick up Medical Expert 3. Heal your injuries in the blink of an eye with new Medical Expert 3. Your best friend just got better. There is another tonic you can get here in Apollo Square. It is located in the Hestia Chambers, aka Fontaine's home for the poor, and it's going to be here on the 4th floor, but you may notice both the doors on the 4th floor are locked and you can't get in. That's when you go upstairs, and you can access either room downstairs from the rooms above them. On the right there, or left as you come up the stairs, it's not very useful to go that way. You won't find anything good in there. You want to turn right and come into this room. Be careful of that camera right there. Go ahead and get rid of that. And I believe if we follow these stairs down, we will technically be on the 4th floor. And right over here is our tonic, Focused Hacker 2. When you have to hack the most delicate systems out there, only Focused Hacker 2 from HackSmart can ensure your safety from overloads. It's worth noting there is a Gatherer's Garden here in the Apollo Square, but you will not be able to access it until after you have retrieved lot 192 from Suchong's free clinic. That being said, if you have bought everything from the Gatherer's Garden up to this point, first of all, congratulations. That's like crazy expensive, and I would only assume you're cheating like I am to get enough Atom to do that. But if you did it legit, like, wow, that's insane. You're probably not rescuing the little sisters at that point. But there's nothing to buy here. So it's going to be completely empty if you've bought everything up to this point. If you have gotten every little sister rescued, though, from all the previous levels, and both the little sisters in this level, then you will get a gift that contains Prolific Inventor. Inventing is already a valuable pastime in the resource-strapped halls of Rapture. Make yourself a prolific inventor and you'll be the envy of your peers, as you turn worthless junk into valuable commodities. In the final real level of the game, Point Prometheus, one of the first places you'll go to is the Little Wonders Correctional Facility. And if you head to the back of the area, you'll find this autopsy room. And all the way to the back of that, you will find Safecracker 2. Are your enemies trying to lock away what's rightfully yours? Don't let them keep your hard-earned goods. Get them back with new Safecracker 2. Hack Smart wants you to get what's coming to you. Moving over to Optimized Eugenics, you're going to look for the Live Subject Testing Room. If you head to the back, this is going to be the same room where you find your Big Daddy voice modulation machine, modification machine, voice box modification machine. Yes, big word. But if you look to your left, you're going to find Alarm Expert 2. Are your hacks still being interrupted by alarms? Then you need Alarm Expert 2 today. A Hack Smart Gene Tonic. The final tonic that you can find just laying around in the game is going to be in Fail-Safe Armored Escorts. You're going to go to the area where you can get your very own Big Daddy helmet here, and it'll be sitting on the desk here next to one. It is Hacker's Delight 3, the ultimate development of the Hacker's Delight line. This will make every hacker a healthy hacker. Did I say that was the final one you can find laying around? That was very much wrong. The final one that we're going to grab laying around is here in the library, right next to where you pick up the Big Daddy boots. This is Damage Research 2. Hit 'em where it hurts and hit 'em hard. New Damage Research 2 lets you exploit your enemy's weaknesses even more than before. Before we move on, though, I gotta mention the Gatherer's Garden. Now, this is the final Gatherer's Garden in the game that will give you new stuff. I think there is one in the next level before the final boss that you can spend Atom at, but it will not have anything new as far as I know. And also, this is the last level with little sisters that you can rescue or harvest. And at this point, you know, you got a reward at the end of the last level for getting all the little sisters before then. There are 3 of them in this level. Even if you rescue the 3 here, you don't get any Plasmid or Tonic. So we don't really have to worry about that. You just get some more Atom to spend here, where you can get another health and Eve upgrade. I believe the last one's in the game. And you can also buy Human Inferno 2. Hotter than ever. I was going to run through the next level, the Proving Grounds, real quick, just to make sure that there weren't any new Tonics or Plasmids in the Gatherer's Garden. But I seem to have run into a little bug where the little sister just won't move on from this corpse. So I can't really proceed past here, but I looked it up and there are no more Plasmids or Tonics to get in the game, so I guess that finishes off this episode. We have gone through at this point and gathered every audio diary in a guide, every weapon upgrade station in a guide, and now every Plasmid and Tonic in another guide. So I think next week we might take a step back and do something a little bit non-collectible-ish. I think we will go and get all the research done and see what we can get from that. And you know, I will admit, I've kind of lied here. We don't have every Plasmid and Tonic in the game. There are also a few that you can only get from doing the research. And I guess I'll put up a list on screen for all those right now. I want to say everything you can research gives you either 1 or 2 Plasmids that you can get. But we'll be going over all of that next week. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Hurry, Mr. B.